Yep. Okay. Take your time. No, that's just how it sounds. Don't worry. Hmm. Now let's see, is it going to crash for the third time in a row? Yep. There it is. If any of you are wondering why this project and every other project is taking so long, this is why. The crashing kit crashes every 3 minutes or so it takes some time. Something like that. Also, it's Bethesda. But you get used to it, so it's not too bad anymore. Except you see a part of your soul drain every time it crashes. It just works. Also, autosave doesn't work, so I need to manually save every time that I do something. Because otherwise I won't have that fun. No. I'll save the I'll save the BSK scrolls for later. They seem to be a little fighty right now. Okay. Yeah, the castle interior kit was made long before I joined the project. So it's the same kit that's used for the rest of the castles, including the Bruma castle. So it has many resemblances to the Oblivion kit, but it's not exactly like it. For example, in Oblivion, there was way more burn marks in the Kvatch Castle, as you might notice. Also, there weren't any trees. But yeah, usually we try to make it look like in Oblivion. Also, I'm not on the 3D department, so I'm not doing anything for the tile sets. Yeah. Oh, it's only though. Okay. Thank you. And although there are dummy books, they aren't that good. It's much more convenient to just put in all the books by themselves, which is quite a pain. But in the end, it's much better, or at least the results better than using dummy books. So that's why everyone in Beyond Skyrim is using them. At least all the cells that I've gone and taken inspiration from. Yep. I'm on the no, I'm not on the implementation team. I'm on the level design team. We're the implementation team are the ones that put in all the NPCs, like all these markers and all stuff like that. They're the ones that are doing that. I'm here to give the Kvatch Castle a facelift. So that's what I do as a level designer. No, these are just the bookcases that Is the bookcase the right word? The textures of the books are the same as in Skyrim. At least the most of them. Yep. Then it wasn't even finished, but in the Kvatch stream you saw a bit of it, and basically imagine that, but for every part of the castle. Yeah, covers, that's what I mean, thank you. Some of you might realize that English isn't my first language. Uh, I joined the project like half a year ago. Just a bit after I got my Arcane Scribe tag from the Arcane University. That's when you have one of the tags from the Arcane University, then you are acknowledged to have the skill to join one of the projects. Of course, you can join without having that tag, or even being from the Arcane University. I know many people who started with just wanting to join one of the projects and then getting taught from the people that are there, and then going to the Arcane University when they heard of that. So although the Arcane University isn't necessary, I went to it, and it really helped, in my opinion. It took me, as I said, it took me I came into this project half a year ago, and I started modding half a year ago before that. So it's been an entire year since I started modding. But it would take a lot longer if I wasn't part of the Arcane University. If you want to mod, I really recommend it. Oh, you're part of it. That's nice to hear. But yeah, you can get quite a lot of portfolio stuff from it. Whether it be the student projects, the AUS assignments, there's so much that you can build your portfolio with. How long have you been modding? Yep, definitely. When I first started modding, I didn't know about it, and so I started making my Loki's tomb and all that. And yeah, I did that, but after some time, I started to get burnt out because, especially when you're alone, it becomes very hard to uh, keep motivated. Like with gyms, it's always easier to go to the gym when you have friends. Dope. It's good that you have more time now. Personally, I had the most time during the summer, so I joined somewhere there. But we all doesn't have the same timetable, so no. But what department are you part of? Let's hope for that then. As I said before, it's not necessary to go to the AU. All they want is good skill. If you have sufficient skills or the will to become better, you will probably be able to get in. But I can't guarantee anything, so maybe don't listen to me. Also, what project are you going to join? That's dope. Beyond Skyrim Elsewhere is one of my favorite places. I just love the tropical vibes. And yeah, cluttering's pretty fun when the CK isn't crashing, that is. Shut up. I'm going to report you for poaching, Voji. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, so without going into poaching, I'll say what I like and what I know. I like Cyrodiil, that's why I joined it. And it has quite a wide amount of climates. So you can work on the Mediterranean. You can work on the Gold Coast, which is very Mediterranean, or you can work on not Bruma anymore, but you can work on the Great Forests, which remind you of uh, the big forests in USA, and so many more places. And then there's Iliac Bay, very cool. I really like High Rock. It's at least what they have done this far in Beyond Skyrim Iliac Bay. It looks, in my opinion, a bit like Lord of the Rings, and I really like that. And High Rock and Hammerfell, it's also pretty dope. Not what I like, but if you like it, go for it. Then there's Roscria. Seems very fun. Not my cup of tea, but I have heard that the story is really amazing. So, yeah, it's something, definitely. You should definitely consider it. Uh, you can join multiple, I believe. Yeah, you can join several. So, if you don't want to, if you have a hard time choosing, you can join several. And then there's Atmora. I'm if you are experienced with concept art and 3D, I right now would recommend them because they and Rosary are going to finish their uh, small little pre-release like uh, us in Cyrodiil have done soon. So they really need all the help with their stuff. Yeah, that's probably smart. But if you want to join Morrowind for LD reasons, I wouldn't recommend that because they have barely any 3D designers, so they are lacking so many of their very important tile sets, so they can't do that much right now. Though Ilek Bay is a good choice. Very nice. LD stands for level design. It's what I'm doing right now. Oh boy, let's give the Beyond Skyrim BSK scrolls another try then. But yeah, honestly, if you what project you want to join depends entirely on what skills that you have and what kind of climate you want to work with, at least for a level design. So yeah, these scrolls are pretty fancy. It's also the scrolls that crash the CK. So I'm called it. Something's cursed with those. Something's wrong with those scrolls. Perhaps they are from the BSK asset pack, so I don't entirely know where they're from. What? You don't trust them because they're from the Elsewhere, and the Khajiit are using them. That's not nice. The Khajiit are very nice people when they aren't stealing from you, and and also when they aren't on drugs. I mean, it's not the Khajiits that are crashing it. It's their scrolls. But yeah, it is a very fancy scroll. I've used it quite a lot. Also, for those that stay to the end of the stream, I have been allowed by the lead of Cyrodiil, like the lead, Elscrux he's called, to show you guys a bit. So if you're still here at that point, then you guys should be happy. That's great to hear, because so do I. And the Kvatch Castle has a lot that needs fixing. Okay, that works. Okay, I'm not touching that anymore. Time to put them in this place. No. That's not how I have never once crashed inside inside an interior cell at least. There are I've had several crashes outside in Kvatch or the rest of the Heartlands, but not inside a cell, interior cell. So they aren't to blame this time. Yeah, cluttering. What we do is to break it up into step. First, we make the house with these tile sets. Then we do furniture like the tables, uh, pillars, planters, stuff like that. And then we do cluttering, stuff like that, what I've shown you. Then after that we do lighting, and the last step is the triangles that need to be redone because I've done quite a bit here. We got one of the leads for 3D made this custom staircase to mimic how it was in Kvatch, so that's really nice of him. Don't worry, it's not that bad when think of it this way. It's a perfect time to just settle down and listen to some music or the newest episode of a podcast you like or something like that. Or talking, you can do it while talking to some friends online. And that's not supposed to be shown. Okay. Okay, you saw nothing. Give me a second, I'm going to reply to him. It's not every day that you get a public apology from one of the moderators in the Arcane University. And I'm back. And what did I miss? Uh, yeah, the stairs are pretty cool. I'll tell Argor that you said it. Exterior level design is better than interior level design. No. No. No, Voji. You're forgetting that there's nav mesh that you need to do for exteriors. Yeah, exteriors are easier to do than interiors because you usually need less clutter. But the amount of nav mesh that you need to make, and it needs to be so optimized, more than makes up for it to make it worse than interior level design. I don't know if you're blind, but I don't think so. Code. Wait, Code. Were you one of the people that were in yesterday's stream in the AU? Nice. Great to meet you again. Yep, I remembered you. Logi, you can't just. The IB guys are really cruel. Don't go to them. They're evil. They won't be nice to you in the same way that they aren't nice to the implementers. You're in another team. Okay, time to get back to work. I think you were a part of this conversation yesterday, but the way I think of how I'm going to put something there is I stare at the space for 5 minutes and decide, what should I put there? Either that or I stare there for 5 minutes because I'm having an existential crisis on what I did to get to this point. But usually, yeah, I either stare at the place I'm going to clutter for a few minutes to think what I want to do with it, or I just know before because I thought, maybe I should put this here, and maybe I should put that there, or stuff like that. No, I don't use an opal. The first time I learned that was yesterday when Pedro from the AU that showed his public apology there showed. That was the first time I learned about it. Oh no. I forgot that on top of having the power to crash your game, these ones have terrible collision boxes. So they like to go everywhere, for lack of better words. Don't say that. You have more brain cells than the Danes, at least. Also, if there's any Danish here, I'm terribly sorry. I'm Swedish. That makes it mildly more acceptable for me to do this. You're allowed to make fun of me too, if you want. Nah, he's Swedish. Actually, there's another Swedish person here. Yeah, or I can't understand what you say, but I can understand that you have a Swedish accent. Because I can't understand you because your mic is there's a lot of background noises and white noise. But when I hear you, then you sound Swedish. Yeah, but we sometimes can hear you, and that's good enough. Probably, maybe, I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, understandable. Is that a dog in your Discord profile pic? Nice. Such a good boy. Not for eating your microphone, but for just being there. Such a good girl. Also, Code, you were there yesterday, so you know about this, but Voji, can you pronounce yoke? And then ask yourself, are you saying it with a Y or a Y? Because I'm using a Y, yoke. And I'm wondering, is it just me that has a extremely Swedish accent, or is that normal for Swedes? I mean, that's the same for me. I'm a to B student. I always I'm one of the better students in my class, but yet my accent's terrible. Same. Swedish is so boring. Why do I need to learn what an adverb is? Why? I can use I can use it in a I can use it in a sentence. I don't need to know the definition of it. Yeah, sounds about right. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that's true. And it's also easier than the syntax in programming languages, so I guess I can't complain that much. Actually, I think I know the definition of adverb, or at least what to do with it. It's what you put before a word to say if it's like if it's I don't remember what an adverb is actually. Mm. I only keep the important knowledge in my brain, like how to optimally nav mesh an exterior cell. Wanna hear the secret? Okay, I was correct, but I didn't know exactly how to describe it. No, I did not. I volunteered to do at least one of the claims for the student project in the AU, because those are super fun. I was the one that made the Misk Island. It was super fun. I want to do more exterior nav meshing. No, exterior level designing, not nav meshing. Languages are pretty fun when you understand them and have a good teacher that can that likes the languages and likes to teach. Then it's really fun to learn languages. But at least for Swedish, I never had that luck. No, yeah, it has been a year since it started, and it has also been a few months since it ended. They're going to start a new student project in a month or two or something like that, I'm sure. Actually, I usually don't. I'm usually not allowed to. What? My. Why do I? What? Okay. Okay. What happened? Okay, it was only. Okay, it was. It was only Skyrim. Okay. Avoid all the NSFW stuff. There. We need to get this. Oh, okay. Good. Wait. We need to get this over how many downloads and likes the last one has. Everyone, go download it and endorse it. Hurry up. We don't have all day. Actually, we do. No, they haven't. Or at least not to my knowledge. They might be good. They might be talking about it, but at least they haven't announced it and asked for people to help with it. Good. But for everyone here that wants to join one of the bigger projects but don't know where to start, one of the Arcane University's student projects are definitely a good start. Really? That's great to hear. But anyways, I recommend starting with a student project. They're really fun. You can meet a lot of good people. You can learn a lot. There's good plain old good fun. I recommend them. Damn, that's some loud music. See that door over there? We can go through it. Later in the stream, that is. Time for some hardcore parkour. Thank you. Wait. Pink. Uh, floor lady. We don't ask questions around here. Yeah, I really like my reshade. Hardcore parkour. Okay, great. That's not great. Weren't there supposed to be... What? 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 I want to steal everything. No, that's the books take too long to steal. Okay, how do we get... okay. Yeah, this is all... Argur, the guy that made these stairs, have also made a thing to fix these. I just need to port them into the game and do some CK magic. Okay, that's time to leave. So that's what happened. Nice. Yeah. No, I don't want to start a game. Okay, yeah. I forgot how Havoc settled on them. As I said, they have some Yankee collision boxes, those scrolls. Scrolls. Voji, you said that you were the star student in English. Although my pronunciation and my pronunciation might not be the best, and I might sound a bit weird because of my autism, but when you sit me down to write, damn, that's when I get some straight A's. Yeah, that's true, but it's often the communication part that I'm failing at. I'll forget to say some words in a sentence that is necessary. I'll forget to give context. Code, you know what I'm speaking of when you saw me yesterday, when the casual corner became a group of boys. Teenage boys, yeah. Because I can say some questionable stuff, but I usually don't mean them. Yeah, yeah. Autism do be like that sometimes, and that's not good. Why can't autism just not? Why can't it just stop existing? I want to be normal. Luckily, I have ADHD medicine for my ADD, but that doesn't help for my autism. Wait, no. Ok- okay. And another part of my soul bites the dust. Yeah, that's true. Autism does make life interesting sometimes, and I definitely wouldn't be such a big fan of Skyrim to the point that I'm modding it. Actually, maybe I would, if it weren't for my autism. Wait a minute. I need to go and take a glass of water while this loads. I am back. Thank you. I have been working on this castle. This was the first project that I decided to take up in Cyrodiil, so roughly a bit more than half a year. Though during that I've had like a 3-month break where I had to focus on school and all that, and right now I have started working and school have gone back to how it was before, so I haven't had that much time lately. But short answer, a bit more than half a year. These castles are enormous and take a lot of time if you want them to get a good level of clutter and quality, which I want. Uh, Sometimes that's how it's done. We got something called the passes, like first clutter pass, second clutter pass, nav mesh pass, and the lighting pass, and stuff like that. Which is like how you describe it. Everyone does something, a little of everything, so that one person doesn't need to do it. But personally, I want to do everything myself, because I have more control to make it how I want it to look. And I want it to look great. Jesus of Tamriel, a very good book. You guys should really read it when you get access to it in games. But although one person may work on one claim or one cell at a time, several people can work on different cells and then put them together. So, at least for exterior and interior, but that's more related to exteriors, what I mean, at least. Uh, yeah, I really like to have well, to some wait, wait a minute. Creative control is great and all for these projects, and although some projects allow you more creative control than others, this one does not allow you to make your own furniture bashed furniture. This is several pieces of furniture. I did this before because I thought that the amount of furniture was lacking. And when something isn't like you like it, you need to do it yourself. I think so. Yeah, that should be it. But actually, I'm. Give me a second. I lost that in the Discord server, and maybe we will get the answer. Okay, I've asked them in the server, so hopefully we will get an answer soon. But code again, you'll learn about stuff like this on the student projects, so you really should join them. That's great to hear. Yeah, I'm actually no. I'm not going to agree with you on that. Although you're right when it comes to big things like this, castles that are so huge, yeah, then it's a time sink. But for smaller houses that are just these 4 squares in size, they aren't that much of a time sink. I could easily be done with a house in 2 weeks in the core level of quality that Cyrodiil asks for. Wait, what? There. How many hours? I mean, it depends on how many hours you want to work and how many hours of free time you have. For example, I can work at maximum if I spend all my free time that I have over, excluding the time I put off to do activities and hang out with my friends. I would probably have like 16 hours. And 16 hours for one house is pretty good, I'd say. Actually, no, that's for 1 week, actually. So maybe as much as 30 or 32 hours. What are friends? They are fellow human beings that you hang out with to momentarily forget about the CK and the trauma that it has given you. Actually, here. This is a quest book. I'm going to put in it here, so if someone just accidentally goes through to read them all, then they will have a surprise, to be sure, to get a quest all the way in Skyrim. That's a small amount of humor that I can do, except the Easter eggs, but I won't show those on the streams. Y'all will need to find them yourself when you have the game. Or the mods, I guess. Honestly speaking, these mods are so big that I'd rather just skip all the explanations and tell all the people around me that I'm a game developer and not a mod developer. Yeah. Though, actually, they are politicians, so maybe that's actually thank you, Voterin. Maybe one or two of them need some stamina potions. Voji, I have a question. Do you always know what books you want to place down? Or do you just pick books from random? And I was ignored. Ouch. Oh, no, there's your answer. Okay. I have a tip for you. If you ever need to find good books, good fiction, some guy read all 337 books in Skyrim. Here's a list of all the books of good fiction in his eyes. So that can be real helpful, and below there's many more that weren't included on the list that other people think were good. So this is really good when you want to just take and single out all the good books. Goofer? Interesting, I'll check out the channel. I found it. No. There was a treasury in the Kvatch Castle, but that was a one-off thing from my knowledge. I asked some, I think either spam or Bellatrix about it, and they told me that we don't do treasuries in castles anymore because some reason that I don't remember. And we don't have them anymore, basically. At least not in the other castles. Sadly enough, at least. I'd really like to add some kind of treasury. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. Actually, wait. Orphan Club 6. If you're still here, I have the answer to your question. Ria, one of the leads for writing and one of the ones that have been in the Beyond Skyrim streams, says, and I quote, "That's a very specific question. People are interested in the strangest of things, but yes." Uh, yeah, yeah. Ria's a grandma and Bellatrix is a mom. I really like the paintings in this mod. They're really not well made, because they're basically just a picture that they've added a painting filter over. But I still really like them. At least most of them have a painting filter. This doesn't look like that. But for example, that's from Bruma. I remember exactly where that is. That's probably actually a picture that someone has painted. That's really nice. I don't know about that. That's probably a painting that someone actually painted too. I don't know about that. No comment. That might be a painting filter, but it's really beautiful, so I don't know. This. You can see that there's a person here. That feels... Actually, no, that's probably a paint... Maybe just all of the paintings actually are actual paintings, and I have just thought that they are painting filters. Oh, Code, welcome. We were just talking about how some of the paintings are really nice, and how Ria's a grandma and Bellatrix is a mom. They're not actually grandmas and moms, they're just the moms and grandma of Beyond Skyrim Cyrodiil. Sorry if you hear any noises. My little brother and his friends here is here and is playing. I really like the square paintings. Not that one. That looks edgy. No, this looks good. Hmm. They aren't here right now, so you can see them when we're next time we're in the game. Right, paintings. That's what I was doing. Oh, you're an art historian. That's really nice. Art's really nice. I remember that one of these square paintings were really beautiful. That'll work. But yeah, the paintings here are amazing, and the style overall is also amazing. The tile sets, not so much. Wait a minute, I need to do something. Art's really nice. It's such it's such a it's really sad that it doesn't pay that well. Hmm. Uh, sorry, don't use Twitter. Or X. I use neither of them. Well, that depends on what kind of art, because art as a word can mean quite a lot of things, but if you mean like paintings like these, yeah, those are pretty underestimated. But like what I'm doing right now is an art. Animating, anime, or, or any of those, or any of those big studios like DreamWorks, what they are doing with 3D, that's art. There's a lot of things that are an art. So it's I'd say that it's more specifically some parts of art that is underestimated. Damn, that's actually pretty cool. It's at least better than me that starts looking at Reddit when I'm at the toilet. Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. Work in animation and art is usually very underpaid. Unless if you work with a certain kind of art. And the times, they're also pretty terrible. Hmm. Yeah. I agree with you wholeheartedly. And the sad things is the sad thing in my opinion is that's how it is for many people, not just artists, industry workers, etc., etc. You name it, and they are probably underpaid. I, who wants to work as a game developer, are probably also going to is probably also going to get underpaid. Or not underpaid. I get paid. I would get paid pretty well, but the times, the crunch would probably be pretty terrible. What? What? The wall sconces weren't that rusty. What intonation? Oh, okay. Yeah, I, yeah, you're right. Though, yeah, oh, new follower, thank you. But yeah, I agree with what you've said. Many big studios nowadays usually care about money more than what they're doing. Of course, there are still big corporations, luckily, which prefer quality over quantity, and in some rare cases, employers over the product. I agree. You guys know how there's a new mod that removes all the light limits and that, right? Well, I recently tried to use it for this, but I must have done several things. Oh, you haven't? Well, lately there has come out a mod that you know how there's a limit for 4 shadowcasters per cell, and you can only have a set amount of lights. There have come out a mod that have taken away that limit. Probably again, I have autism. I'm not the best at communication. What I mean. Yes, Doodles made it. If it works, it's amazing. But I didn't manage to get it to work. Yeah, it's very nice, especially for us mod developers. Such a pity that it didn't work for me. I might go in and try to use it some other time, but not right now. Yeah, I know. Actually, there were a little conversation about if we should just make SKSE a requirement, because that's such a big game changer to allow us to use more than 4 shadow limiters. That there were actually an discussion about if we were going to use it, and that's when you know that it's good. That it's a good mod. Oh boy, now it's just this main table and then I'm done with this cell. At least for the first clutter pass. So now we can go and see your little count, Voji. If you're still here, that is. Oh, okay. I need to change this to SKSE. Yeah, the Beyond Skyrim projects don't use SKSE because, well, from my knowledge, you can't use SKSE on consoles. Also, that would mean that there will be way less problems, because if you have SKSE and try to use SKSE features, then you will need to fix SKSE related bugs too. So it's just easier to not use it. But if we're actually going to use it, that would also mean that it has its positives and its negatives. For example, we will be able to get a wider amount of animations and better codes and stuff like that for implementation and scripts. We would be able to make more advanced spells, I'm pretty sure. Uh, yeah, consoles can only allow a certain amount of mods, which is why although mod users will probably be able to play the pre-releases, they might not be able to play the entire things. Also, here's the guy. Okay. Okay, time to talk to the floor lady. hmm There's a lot of things that need to be implemented in that. But we're slowly but surely are getting there. Hmm. Hardcore parkour, yeah. Yeah, I forgot to fix havoc on these things. Hmm. But with ENB and Reshade this looks pretty good, but what about without them? These ones, they are from the Windhelm or Winterhold kits from Skyrim, so they will be getting a Cyrodiil version. Oh no, is this what I think it is? Is this a lighting bug or not? Hmm. Why not? You most definitely know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know. Is this... what? They're affected by these lights. But for some reason, they aren't affected by these lights. Why? The frick? Hmm. Hey Voji, did you just accidentally leak that another pre-release will be released next year? Next year's release will be on consoles too. What release are you thinking of? If I may ask? What? Hmm. Okay. 2 hours, 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay. Gonna remember this so I can tell everyone to watch my stream at this point so they can see how you leaked something. I don't know what you leaked, but oh boy, you're going to get kicked from the project now. Haha. How long am I going to stream? Well, usually these streams are like 2 to 3 hours, and I have gone on for a bit now. Though I want to do a bit of work at this table, and then we can have some fun in game. In 20 minutes, okay. Yeah, don't worry. See ya. Oh, hi, Keemer. Keymore. Not Keemer. Keymore. Keemer, how's it going on Anvil? Because you're working on Anvil, right? You, Amelia, and someone else, right? Ah, that's great to hear. Uh, have you taken a... How long have you worked on it? What? Another Molag Bal quest? Yes, focus on Coral. Let me take all the houses in Kvatch. I'm gonna hoard the Kvatch buildings. Ah, okay, so you have just mainly waited a lot. Okay, yeah, that's understandable then. As long as Kvatch isn't the focus, I'm happy, because that's where I focus. Wait, Shadenholm is open? Or was it Leowin which hasn't been opened yet? One of them isn't open yet, right? I always confuse them. Okay. Ah, okay, okay. Hmm. All right. Yeah, that's a problem. Though, can't you ask in what's it called? Uh, you should be able to ping them, right? Or do they, are they still not answering, even if you've pinged? I see. Well, that's because there are literally no 3D people there, so they can't give you anything to do a level design with. And they if they haven't answered you yet, maybe DM Elskrex or something. If the leads aren't asking. What? I am not following. Why did it turn into a nightmare? It's a bit more chill in landscaping. You can just do cells. Who's going to stop you? But again, if I may ask, why have it turned into a nightmare, Heimer? Ah, so you mean like what I'm doing right now? Except you're not working with the BSK blank scroll, so it probably doesn't crash as much as for you. I swear, you haven't been here this long, Kimmer, but something is cursed with those scrolls. It's specifically those scrolls that always crash when you use them or touch them. No, no, I'm not. I know we're not supposed to open that. That's the thing. Yeah, today's a bad day for me. Sometimes something works, sometimes something doesn't work. But yeah, That dungeon sounds pretty much what I do in the Kvatch Castle. No. Don't listen to him, everyone. That's bad practice. You should do the nav mesh if you have done everything else. Because then you can write on your portfolio that you have done the entirety of that place. Otherwise, you can only say that you have done like a majority or parts of it. Well, this is working perfectly. Big what Legos? The frick is this? What? Oh, is that... Oh. Are you talking about a tile set for IAB? Okay. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's a good comparison, actually. Tile sets, if they are good, are a lot like Legos, in the way that they're both really modular. You mean like most of the tile sets? I like it if the tile sets that I use don't have 1,000 pieces and half of them are unnecessary. And some pieces that I need aren't even implemented. Damn. So that's a big dungeon then. If it takes that much time. Ah, yes. Cora, Kespar, Johannas. Names that I totally recognize. I do not feel left out from this conversation. No, no, no. I definitely know my Oblivion dungeons. That doesn't... do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? Again, do you have... This tells me nothing. Okay, I think I will be done with this for today. We've been here for a bit. And if code hasn't come back by this point, then it's his fault. I mean, it's also not my problem. I mean, to some extent, it's understandable. She doesn't want something to be too much from to something to stray too much from vanilla, and that's understandable. If you want some freedom, maybe you should consider going to. Oh, did I say he? Okay, sorry. Yeah, she's a she. What you mean you mean the countless amount of drugs that you have that you all have put in there, Lord Lady. Hmm. Great. Serious. Okay. Don't let Ware hear about this because then he'll flip out like he did with Emer before. I think it was more the Balgraph at the top of the banana. And yeah, he has no power over over IB, but he has power over your dreams. Do you really want to not my problem. Do you really want to risk it? He was? I didn't know about that. Seems about right. Everyone, realism. I do not die by this. That's so realistic, right? Also, we're going to do prison escapes for most of the castles, so I am experimenting with what kind of prison escape works the best. And although there seems to be many that is leaning towards the sewer escape, like in Whiterun, I personally think that one of those storage closets with a hidden backdoor is good. Oh, perfect, you're back. I'm currently showing off the rest of the castle, followed by something else. But yeah, so we're going to have prison escapes for all the well, all the castles. Thank you. That's not this isn't important. Huh. 12 people. That's that's the largest amount of people here yet, and you just okay. You come just when I'm going to show you the cool stuff. How good for you. Seems like a good guy. I'm actually going to make a book for him. In Beyond Skyrim, there's a little joke, at least in Roscrea and Atmora, that if you can make a food dish in real life, then you can make it a recipe for a book in Skyrim, or this. Can I clutter your heart? Send me to the ESP and I'll do my best. This is the chef's cell, or the chef's house. This is the second time that I'm going about with this. As you can see with this, there is furniture for the lower class people, middle class and upper class. Before it was lower class, and I have decided to change it to upper class, to middle class. So everything will look like this soon. I was thinking that this was... I was thinking that somewhere like this would be perfect for a hidden entrance to either outside of the castle or into the prison. Yeah, I cluttered most of these rooms. They were already a bit cluttered, but I have already added a lot of the clutter for them. This needs to be redone, but it's still pretty good. That needs to be fixed. Thank you. I'm especially proud over the kitchen. The kitchen is probably the cell that I've put the most detail into. I'm really proud of it. Also, these guys will go soon. Bellatrix didn't like them. These last two cells weren't that great. I will not only redo the furniture here, also the clutter. They are not up to my standards now that I've stayed on the project a bit. They are the RT market stall doors for the market stalls for Riften. They are for them. I took them, I resized them and put them there. Luckily they fit almost perfectly with the vanilla shelves and the modded shelves, so I added them here, but she didn't like them. This cell is the place that I've spent the most time. Every cell here has to uphold a certain level of quality. And every room needs to uphold a certain level of quality. And as you can see with this level of cluttering across almost every room in this cell, that takes some time. And this was the first time I did this amount of cluttering, because I wanted it to be as good as possible. So every room here is like this. That needs to be fixed. But yeah, I'm proud of them. Definitely. No, never. I do not use opals, those are for the weak. I just use a search all function. Thank you, Code. Since I've done 8 rooms now, I have been forced to become very creative with my working bench, or whatever it's called. So every room, or almost every room, has every room has a different place for them to work at and do their job. Writing desk, that's the name of them. Also the library. I'm pretty proud of this because I spent a lot of time with this part. The castle interior kit is really irritating. Also, this part this wall that you can add, this wall divider instead of just cloth dividers. I was forced to add them myself because there wasn't any good dividers in the castle interior kit. So that was irritating. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this cell for now. Now it's time for the last cell that will be showcased in this castle today. This will be improved in the second clutter pass. This is not up to my standards now. That ain't good. I was planning on putting one of these wall dividers here, now that I actually have one, because I wanted to use them for a long time. This cell is probably the one that is most subject to change, at least the furniture, so don't be surprised if it doesn't look like this when it's released. And now, for the part that everyone's been waiting for. See that door over there? You can go through it. Oh, damn. I forgot I can't use my E and B for outside cells. Damn. That's kinda sad. I'd love to show the Kvatch Castle, the Kvatch City with a E and B on. It would look stunning. Even more so than it already is. Also, everyone, remember, this is except for the Kvatch stream, which was 4 years ago, and a few small pictures in a few showcases. This is the first time in a long time that you guys will see a big part of the city. So, please, do take a good look. And remember, a lot have changed since the last time you saw it. Alright. Some of the walls, or you can walk through some of the walls, which is fun, I think. But that will be changed. Oh dear God. Actually, no, I'm not going to go close to that. No. No kill all command. Yeah. The city has come a long way. I was thinking that that little sewer gate, it's not a gate, but I think that that would be a perfect place for the prison escape to let you go to the... That would be a perfect place for you to be able to escape the prison from. Uh, these, yeah. I think so. I don't know personally. Cody, this is the first time that you've gone through a Bruma, this Let's Play series, or have you gone through it before? That's great to hear. Me? Do you want me to take pictures of the clothing racks? You can just go into the game and search for them. There are there's quite a lot of them on quite a lot of places. Okay, I'll take a picture then. Of course. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's understandable. The first time I made my own my own mod list, it was quite confusing, and eventually it crashed and corrupted. A fun feature that I've found is at certain times there will be a church bell that will ring. I think it was at 9 or at 7, I mean. Okay, there is a church bell here that rings at certain times that I've heard. I really like that feature. As I've said, Kvatch really likes to crash randomly. But yeah, you're going to be super impressed by Beyond Skyrim Cyrodiil. No, Beyond Skyrim Bruma. I have played through it like 5 times now. I'm pretty sure that I've been in all the caves in Bruma and all the dungeons. There's a lot of things to do there and a lot of things to explore. And there will be 9 times as much later when Cyrodiil releases. Hmm. Well, if if an ogre will make you almost shit your pants, then uh, there's some pretty interesting stuff there, at least in my opinion. Since we have custom weathers, we can't have ENBs because they don't work with them. But we plan to let mod authors access it a few weeks before the mod actually releases, so they will have time to look look through the mod and fix ENBs for them, make mods for it, all that stuff. Bug fixes if they find any bugs, all the good stuff. Well, it's understandable. These are the new kits for Kvatch. Before this we used the Solitude kit. But now we've gotten this, so that's why it looks so. That's great that you managed to kill it. But as I said, they used the Solitude kit before this. And that's why there's a version of it that's fully cluttered and all that. But the thing is, they don't say that a room is done or that it just needs to pick up the clutter and move it. So I'm confused about what I can work on after the castle and what I can't. Yeah, we use vanilla kits as placeholders. No, as far as I know, no, at least no tile set will return to, and maybe the caves, but I think that we have our own tile sets for that. Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, there. But yeah, it's a lot of work, but It's good work. With that, I think I'm going to say goodbye for now. We've been here for 2 hours and 52 minutes. No quest. So I think I'll end it here. Of course. You can see me again next week, Voji. And the same goes for anyone else that wants to watch me. I do this every Sunday. See ya!